What's up? What's up? What's up? Just if you JP in the house right now, just cruising around. Osaka got a little time, so just thought I'd make a video. If you like my videos, please subscribe and hit the notification button so you will be notified of any videos that I have when I go live. And also, if you like to support my videos, then you can hit me up on the Bitcoins and uh, PayPal me. So anyway, with that done. What's up? What's up? Just be in the house. So right now it's Osaka. This is the famous it's a bypass, I guess. It's really pretty. Today's a really nice day. Yesterday it was so hot. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And yeah, it was like really, 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 really hot. But anyway, well, sorry about that. Anyway, this week, two people in the house. What's up? What's up? Thank you. Chime in if you can. Woo! Hey, what's up, Mr. Prisoner? Just chilling. Chilling. How you doing? Some thumbs up if it's possible. Yeah, just driving. Just talking about whatever. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's pretty much it. I gotta share one more thing. I wish there was a way you could. I guess it would be the those notification things or something like that. I gotta figure out how to do that though. Twitter. I wonder if my Twitter feed thing works. Check it out. Thank you. I gotta do one more, and I'll be right back. Hold on. It's like so inconvenient. But sorry about that. I'm back. Had to do some sharing stuff. Actually need to sit down and really start learning stuff. I've been here all these years and still haven't taken the time to learn this stuff. I remember when I first had my what's that thing called? Um, they wanted you to make those banners and stuff. It was so bad. But anyway, yeah, this week is really hot. It was really, really hot. I could not believe it. I think it was like Wednesday. I got in my car. Well, last week Wednesday anyway. It was today. This week Wednesday. Oh no, today's Wednesday. No, today's Thursday. So maybe Tuesday. I think it was. I got into my car and looked at the temperature, and it was 42 degrees, and that was at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh wow, that was like so. What is it called? So hot. But anyway, what I got to talk about? Oh, okay. So my friends, they very want me to start a new topic, but I do want to comment on one chat I'm in, and the guys are there talking about women and stuff. And I don't know why he chimed in. I shouldn't have, because usually when I do, it kind of turns into an argument. But I'm in something about Alpha Male, and he put up this Sigma video, right? And so, I wasn't, that Sigma, Beta, all that stuff. Last time I heard about that, that was like, maybe years ago. Maybe back in the States or something like that. And it was, in the hood, I'm the alpha male, stuff like that. So, so I watched a video about the Sigma man, and basically, it was saying that the difference between an alpha male and a Sigma male is the Sigma male attracts attention by being silent or an introvert. And so I'm thinking to myself, how often does a person who's an introvert attract attention? You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, hey, what's up? What's up? Four people in the house, chime in if you can. And oh, what's up? What's up? Hello. Doing laundry and heard the call. Oh, okay, cool. Thank you. What's up, Jess? GP in the house. Okay, let's see. Who is that? That is JB. I'll call you JB. Just chilling. Just got some free time. Take a little drive, and then until I get tired of talking. And then do the videos until I get tired of talking and stuff. But anyway, it was interesting because a lot of people who are introvert, you got a lot of women who are like that, and they do attract people to them and stuff like that. But it would also seem like those people who are introvert, they're, you always want to ask why, or are they hiding something, or And it was interesting though, because it did talk about the mysterism and stuff like that. But um, I don't know. They just and the simple the differences were really subtle. Well, no, I wouldn't say subtle, but they're like alpha males are really loud and all this stuff. And I don't know. I don't know if I've ever experienced hanging out with anyone who said they are an alpha male and they're loud. I don't remember that, but I do remember hanging out with guys who are loud. They're definitely not alpha male, alpha males. So I don't know. It was just interesting. You know, it was and then basically it just said that they almost got the same quantities or something, qualities and stuff like that, except for I think you said that mysteriousm and stuff like that. But I think everyone is mysterious in some way, form, or fashion or way. So, um, JB Smooth. Okay, now I can read a little better. And so I think that's everyone has this mysticism about them. And so I was talking to a friend, and I told him about the video, and I asked him, Alpha means one, right? He said, yeah. I said, what letter or sigma, what does sigma represent? Because I forgot. I think he said a six. And then I was thinking to myself, and I said to him, why would somebody claim a another number that's not one? Because one is just a replica. I mean, not a replica, but a multiple of the one. Anyway, So I don't know. It was just interesting. Now I do understand it doesn't quite make sense, but whether you're an alpha male or not, you should claim the best. You know how it is when uh, those what is those things called? Those inspirational talks and stuff, and they say, well, whether you can do it or not, just keep saying it or keep doing it or whatever, until you claim what it is that you want. They got all kinds of stuff, that they're saying until you reach your destination and stuff. So I don't know. I just thought it was interesting. Oh, um, so let's see. It was interesting because it's kind of weird. But hey, what's up? What's up? Chime in if you can. My wife came home this morning from someplace she went. I think her parents' house, something like that. And she bought some underwear, and they were the exact three colors and other ones that she already had. And I was like, it just kind of messed me up because I was like, why would you go to the store and buy the same color underwear again? You know what I'm saying? So I thought that, I know it's off topic, but I thought it was weird. Then I remember, hey, that's what I do. I go buy the same brand or something like that too. So, but the reason I do it in the house is because my son, he's about not as big as I am, but taller. Well, he's taller than I am, but so I don't want to underwear mixed up, so I always have to buy a brand or something that you can distinctly tell the difference and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm just chilling, JB Smooth. I've been sleeping a lot lately though. I mean, I've been sleeping a lot because I haven't been sleeping well. They can do this like literally walking down the middle of the road. Wow. Okay. I mean, out in the middle of the street, and yeah, I've just been not sleeping at all. So, or if I sleep, it's like 4:30, 5:30. One time I didn't sleep till like 8 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why that's so. But anyway, okay. So what's going on today? I gotta work. Oh, so I the other day with my brother, I'll tell you guys what happened. So he ended up getting out the car and I left. And then son was like, nah, don't, cause he was literally really far from home. So I went back. He called me on car, and he was like right in the same spot, but across the street at a 7-Eleven. But I went to another 7-Eleven looking for him and stuff. And on the way home, I just had to deal with his talking and stuff. So it's like now, I mean, 'cause I listen to a lot of people. I deal with a lot of people. Even if they talking crap and stuff. 'Cause sometimes um pass it all the time and never notice it. And uh, just dealing with a lot of stuff. So lately now I don't even call them nothing, because it's like I don't know. You meet some people that's just in their same what's that thing called? Their same mode. They just never ever get out of it. It's like when my wife talks to me, she's like just so hyper. To me and my kids too, but most of me and my daughter. I'm like, yo, you need to chill out for your heart explodes. Explode. It's funny though. But yeah, man, it's interesting. And then there's this one deal. Okay, I should. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm talking about the weird things that recently happened. So there's a guy I know. Well, I don't know if I never met him, but he used to be at my players club. He's up in he's in Japan too. And so the other day, he's from Africa. So the other day he sends me this line message saying, "Why are you Americans so disrespectful to Africans?" And I'm like, "Yo, where is he coming from?" Because I'm not like that. And so basically, he's mad because I guess he say hi to the bros up there, but or at least the bros he say that are Americans up there, and they don't reply to him. So I guess it's he's getting offended by it. He just started going off of me, and I'm like, "Yo, man, I'm not even in your area. Why are you even telling me about that? Why you even care?" He was just going outside to block his ass. I'm like, wow. And then it's this other guy. He's in the group, and it's funny because, um, I got my judgments and stuff like that, and maybe I get on people about their judgments too. But no, no, no. I usually get on people about their judgments when they're hypocrites. When I know they're hypocrites, and they're in like this trying to make themselves something that they're not, and I already know what some things about them based on what they tell me. So when they change up and stuff, then that's how I know if they're being a hypocrite. And so I'll say something, and this guy will not even say much in a group until I say something right. Not all the time, but most of the time he does. That's how he enters into groups and stuff, and really confrontational. So he sent me something on my Facebook and asked me to send him a video. And then even before that, something happened. I forgot what it was. And so I'm saying, okay, let me answer this guy's mail. Not answering, then the confrontation started again. I was like, oh my god. I was thinking like, wow, these people really got the wrong impression of me. It's like I really don't care because at the end of the day, it's all about what you want to do as an individual and what other people want to do as individuals. And my life has been very, very fun. I've had some ups and downs and stuff like that, but overall, I'll say my life is about 83%. And the other ones are, of course, naturally things that I haven't done to other people, but those are a lot of things that I skipped over, I guess. I think it was like I was 22, and one of my uni high classmates, same year. So what's up? What's up? Chime in if you can. Thumbs up would be really appreciated. And I saw her at Venice, not Venice Beach, but at Santa Monica Beach, and I was really surprised. She actually asked me to go to the prom with her, and I said no. And it was funny because when she asked me, she had some lipstick on her tooth, but I didn't tell her that to forget it because I didn't. Because like sometimes when you correct people, I mean not correct people, but tell people there are little flaws and stuff that might, like, oh, you got paper on the bottom of your shoe, then sometimes people might go off and stuff. So what happened? So she asked me to go to the prom, and I didn't really too much know anything about a prom or anything. Plus, it was this other guy at the school who liked her, and I thought she was gonna go with him. I never even imagined she asked me. I was really surprised. I am not lying because I was not popular at uni high. A lot of people knew me, and I knew a lot of people, but I was like one of those. Well, from one of my friends told me I just got in contact with him, and he's actually a year older than I am. He said I was a real nice person, never really I never started any trouble or anything. So I guess if anything, that's what I've been known about. And I was on the gymnastics team, so people know me from there and stuff like that. Um, but overall, okay. So anyway, I saw her. So anyway, she asked me to go to the prom, but I told her no. The reason I told her no is because I didn't have a suit. I couldn't even afford it and stuff. And then later on, when we met in Santa Monica, when I was 22, she told me that her father would have paid for everything, and I was kind of shocked because um, when I first went to her house, I don't know how, I don't even know why she even asked me, but or maybe I ran into him or somebody, or maybe I went to a church. This old man named Mr. Woods who lived next door to me when I lived in Venice. He had me come over. He asked me to come over and help him clean up his yard, and it was a lot of work too, but it turned out really nice. I just did what he told me to do. And I think he took me to a church, and I never really known him to be a person to go to church. And I think that's where I ran into her father, even though I knew her, but I didn't know it was her dad. And then somehow he just really started liking me and stuff, like if I was his, a son or something like that. But he already had a son, maybe a couple of years younger than his daughter and stuff like that. I don't know. But anyway, what happened? Anyway, she said he was gonna pay for everything, and I was really surprised. And I was like, "Why'd you ask me?" I mean, it was just a total shock, you know, that she asked me because that was really unexpected. But it was kind of messed up because she asked me to go with her, and I said no. I mean, hey, what's up, for people in the house? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Get some thumbs up if you can. Comment, please comment. Ask questions. But anyway, yeah, she asked me to go to the prom, and I said no, which is weird though. So anyway, when I met her in Santa Monica, she's asked me did I go to college because I'm in college, and I was like no. And at that time, I wanted to go to college and everything because I wanted to go from uni and I wanted to go to UC Davis. And actually, I just said UC Davis. I didn't know anything about it. I don't even know where it came from. Later on, I have a friend. He's out there. Later on, I met. I guess all these years later. And he graduated from UC Davis, and he said it was a rich private school, and it's hard to get in, especially if you're black or something like that. And I was like, wow, you know. But anyway, I told her no, and I forgot there were these grants or loans or something at that time. I forgot, and a lot of people took advantage of that. And anyway, she said you're in college. I'm like no. She said okay, you want to go? And I'm like, I don't know. She said well, I can help you pay or something like that. And I'm like, huh? And she had got a grant or something. I forgot a lot of money, and I was thinking like, wow, if she paid, then maybe she's gonna get in trouble. I'm telling you, I was just so naive about a lot of ignorant or naive or whatever, just stupid. It was just a lot of stuff I just didn't know because I didn't research it at that time, and it was fucked up because it was the second time I said no to her. And I do remember going to her house and stuff, and her father, he was really strict. And I'm sitting there, because me and her was not dating. I never touched her, never kissed, nothing. And I was sitting at the house one day, and, the father, he's giving this lecture and stuff, and I was thinking to myself, wow, you know, uh, what am I sitting here for, and why is he lecturing me? Because I've been lectured a lot, and that's not a problem. It was just, I just didn't feel that I would be appropriate for his daughter because I was not rich and because I was smart, but I was not rich, and there was just nothing there. I mean, about me, I was just a typical little 22-year-old kid, or maybe I was 21. I'm not sure. Maybe 20. I'm not sure. No, I wouldn't have been 20 because I was married already in college, so maybe I was 20 and stuff. It was just we were 20. So it was just really interesting, though. Um, a lot of advantages that I had that people offered to me, and I just literally just said no. And I didn't say no I said no because I just out of like not wanting to disturb them, but it was just weird. So I accepted a lot of things that were proposed to me. I just always thinking, what would have happened, in my life. But anyway, I want to talk about. I love my military stories. Oh man, just so many things happen. So many things happen, and it was just really crazy though. Just some really interesting stuff. So basically, in the military, I was smart. I got a 91 percent on my basic training test we had. We took it in class. I We took it in class, switched paper. No, we didn't switch paper. They took the papers, and then we went over the questions. And I had got 91%. And so, how was the hand-to-hand combat training? Oh, we didn't have any hand-to-hand combat training in the Air Force. We don't go to war. We send the military police might go to war or whatever. I wouldn't say go to war, but they the ones who had the guns. I guess Secret Service they may have guns, pilots have guns, but the normal worker they won't actually go to battle. So there was no hand to hand. But when I was in the Philippines, one of the Filipino guys, I guess he knew whatever martial arts that was there in the Philippines, and he did ask me to. He asked if I wanted to learn to fight, and I'm like, no, I think I know how to fight. And he said, okay, take a punch. So I punched right, like literally towards his face and everything. And hey, what's up? 5 people in the house. Thank you. Chime in if you can. And it was funny. He was like, wow, you can fight. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, when people punch, they just punch in all kinds of directions and stuff. And I was thinking, is he telling the truth? I mean, if you're gonna fight somebody, you gotta at least punch in the direction or at the object that you want to hit. But I never took the class though. But anyway, I don't know why I brought that up. It's just funny. Okay, so I have to get back to think about what I was talking about. Oh wow. Oh, so that was a Filipino thing. And so anyway, I actually saved one guy's life. His life or his career. I'm not sure. Yeah, he would have died. So anyway, we're on the F4 out in the Philippines, Clark Air Force Base, and it was this one guy. I think he was kind of like Mexican and something. I'm not sure, but um, maybe Mexican or something. And in the military, it's really. I think for a thumbs up. In the military, it's really tough on a lot of guys. Was she pretty? Well, actually, she was pretty. Her tooth was a little crooked, but when I saw her at Santa Monica, she had gotten it straightened out. So she was short. Maybe she was pretty. I guess I don't know because I was a virgin all the way through high school, and I didn't look at girls as pretty or ugly or anything like that. I was just going to school. A lot of women came to me, but saying different things. One girl in my history class said that, oh, I don't know why she said it, but she said, oh, you're so handsome, you're so tall, and I love your skin, and blah blah blah. And sometimes I get criticized because of my color. Not that it made me feel bad or anything. And so I put my head down on the table. And I'm like, why is she saying that? And I swear God said, just say thank you. But then of course I was thinking, well, if I said thank you, then she's gonna start talking crap, and everybody's gonna laugh. And so I said some awful stuff. I ain't even gonna repeat what I said. I didn't say anything like F you or anything like that. But tell the guys, you know, tall guys get the girls in school. Maybe I didn't. Well, no, 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 no. Women did come to me women did come to me. They did talk to me, but I was like really into Christianity, so it didn't dawn on me. Wow, it didn't dawn on me that they were looking for just a boyfriend or a friend. Now, I did have a lot of women who actually come and talk to me, I guess, because they felt I guess because I was nice to everyone. And there was this one white girl named Beverly. She used to always come and talk to me and stuff. It was interesting. She was really pretty too. She was pretty. Kathy, I guess she was pretty. Just her tooth, but her tooth. I mean, actually, I just didn't look at her like that. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't look at her like that. Now there were some pretty girls in school. That girl who said that about me, she was pretty. She was pretty. But it was like at University Senior High School in West LA. A lot of brothers a lot of people got busted in. A lot of blacks got busted in. And so you had these brothers like taller than me. Some of them thought they were cooler than me. Some of them weren't cooler than me because I was probably one of the coolest dudes. Where is all your friends? I guess they're all on YouTube. Where are my friends? I guess they still in the home locations. I met one guy out here. He was at Venice Beach. I was dancing in Scorpio, and I met him in Nagoya. I was surprised at a live place. He was doing this magic. I mean, Michael Jackson dancing and stuff, like in the '90s. And I thought, like, yo, Scorpio. He's like, yeah. We were talking and stuff. That was really interesting. Is this guy gonna go through the red light? No, he's not. And so that was really interesting. But my high school friends, what's up, Kevin B. Um, I don't know. A lot of them in Venice and stuff. I don't know. It's just, I had a lot of friends. And then also I had a lot of people that I knew that I just called friends. And we just called each other friends. But it was never like a hung out. So when I was at uni, it was like when I was at Emerson, it was this one Mexican dude. Man, I used to always check out. I guess he was in the gang and stuff. And he was real tall, like 6'7", 6'10", or something like that. And at Uni High, we was there too. Me and him used to hang out, just sit on the bleachers and talk. I think he was having problems because he was just so tall, and I don't know how smart he was, but I actually did. One day we was on the bleachers, and I did actually ask him. I wanted to ask him how smart he was, and because I was like really good at math and stuff. I'm good at explaining math, but actually doing it myself is like. In other words, what I'm saying is like I can like when students have problems in the math class, like when I was taking higher level mathematics and stuff. I don't know if calculus is considered a higher level, but whatever. But anyway, when I was taking my calculus class and all these other classes, the students just always get confused and ask questions, and the teacher could not exactly answer the questions and stuff. So, well, I mean, they wouldn't answer the question. I mean, explain it in a way where the students would understand it simply. And so I would always raise my hand. I remember once in college class, um, I just raised my hand because he was having problems, and I was saying, "Yo, can I come to the board and explain what you're talking about?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I'm the only black guy in the class. Everyone else are white. Um, there was this one guy. I don't know. I don't know. It always seemed like he was a scientist or something like that. But I went to the board and I said, okay, this is what he's talking about, blah 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 blah. And I did the diagram, and I said, at this point you got to make the calculation. At this point, then you got to make another calculation. At this point, you got to make another calculation. At this point, I think it was what was it? Um, not mechanics, something like mechanics, where you talk about um, where you're talking about holding things up. So, okay, a good example. See that pillar right here, right there, right this here. So you got a point here and you got a point here. But in that class, it was like 3 points. So I think we had to calculate how much pressure or pounds of force or whatever that this can hold, based on the weight of the bridge and stuff like that. And so the professor was, explaining it, and no one in the class understood. So I got up and said, okay, at this point you got to make a calculation. At this point you got to make a calculation, and then I think make an average or whatever it was. I forgot exactly what it was. And it was funny because I was shocked too because it just came out so smoothly. And then as soon as I finished, one of the students said, "Can you explain it again?" I'm like, "No." I said, "I don't." I said, "No, I can't." So it's only one time. He said, "Try it again." I said, "No, it just popped in my mind and popped out. I have no idea." And then when I went home, I was like, "Man, I wish I would have wrote down what I said because even though I explained it, which is weird because I didn't retain it, what I explained. And of course, we took the test, and uh, I ended up getting a C in the class. Had I been graded for my participation, I probably got like an A. But on the test, I always mess up. I always do something stupid. Even when I was in the Air Force, there was this one question about if you're working in the office and you have one person there that's a goofball and just really acting up, whose fault is it? And the question was if it was the supervisor's fault, whoever the manager was in the section, or nobody's fault, or it was the guy's fault. And so I just said it was the guy's fault because I figured, for some stupid reason. Well, actually, something told me to write it was the boss's, but I changed it and said, nah, he can't be blamed for other people's actions, which he could be. And then there was another question about a pipe, that where hydraulics flow through, and it says if a pipe or if there's a dent of more than like 35 or 45%, then you have to change it. And that dent is at the circumference of the pipe itself, the diameter of the circumference of the pipe, or is it pertaining to the area of the pipe that's inside? So I said the circumference of it. But anyway, I fucked up a lot of questions, and I didn't pass my staff sergeant test. But when I finished, I guess they must have, had the grades here, and checked it really quick. And the dude said, "Oh, you were so close to passing." I'm thinking, and then also they said, "Hey, be careful because all the points, some questions are worth more than 1 point." So I don't know. I've always been doing that. I mean, I still do that to this day. I think recently I said, I'm just gonna have to stop doing that because um, I just really miss out. I just really missed out on stuff. I mean, I really missed out on a lot of stuff, but by doing silly stuff like that. But anyway, that Mexican guy, what happened was we was in Clark. We was at where are your friends? Okay, sorry to derail. No, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, you know, I don't stay on topic in many of my videos anyway. Um, so anyway, we were in Clark Air Force Base, and we were working on the F-Force and the actuator. I think it was the ailerons. I think it is at the bottom of the speed trap. I mean the speed. What's that thing called? Which slows down the plane, I guess. And when you're working in those, they always say put in the safety struts. But if you put in the safety struts, you got to red X the plane. If you red X the plane, you got to go through all these inspections and stuff before you can sign off the plane. And so a lot of people didn't do that. I remember this one brother. He pencil whipped his inspection. After the flight that comes down, you got to inspect the plane. And I mean, inspect the plane. The more than likely, it's nothing ever happens. Just wipe it down. A little dirt, and that's it. And you're not even really required to do that, but just wipe the dirt off and stuff like that. Because my plane was, especially the one in Clark Air Force Base. See another derailment. It was always they were white. And mine was always clean. So I was just busting in stuff all the time. But anyway, this guy pencil whipped it, and there was a bird strike, and the bird strike is dangerous because if you go up into the engine and stuff. So when you get a bird strike, you got a red exit, taking in the face and expecting all this stuff. And he just pencil whipped it. Next thing you know, he was not on the flight line again. I don't know what happened to him. I was like, it was really sad because he was like one of those bros. He was really dedicated, cool brother. But hey, what's up? 6 people in the house and thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. But he just didn't do his work the way he was supposed to do it. I'm going to go over here and sit in this little park, but he just didn't do it, and it was kind of messed up. So anyway, so I was going to. We were working together, and I'm telling you, if I'm doing something, and if it's not, I'm not doing it properly, if I'm not following the rules or anything, something bad always happens. And it's almost like I'm cursed, to the point where I can't do anything bad. I have everything I do, it has to be good. Otherwise, I'm just gonna, get in trouble and stuff like that. So it says you can't enter. Okay, so I guess I enter here. And so, what happened was, I got really scared. I got this feeling, and I'm like, man, you need to go get the struts, because he was working inside the ailerons, and he had the hydraulics on, which was keeping it open, and the electric, which was keeping it open. And I said, "Yo, man, let's go get it." He said, "No, Airman Duncans, I've been doing this all my career and blah blah blah." And I'm like, "Nah, I need to go get it." He said, "If you go get it, I'm gonna write you up." I'm like, "How you can't write me up for being safety, following the rules?" But they can do it, stuff like that. They do that stuff, which is fucked up. They do that to some people and stuff. So I was like, wow, I'm like, whatever, man. So wait, let me put this down real quick. Oh wait, turn this around. I was like, whatever, man. And then God was like, yo, you got to go get that thing. Go get that thing. And so I'm like, oh man, but I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm like, forget that. Let me go. Man, I am not lying. I walked over there to I walked slow, so it's about maybe a 5-minute walk or something like that. I checked out the ailerons, because you got to have two of them on both sides and stuff like that. And the next thing you know, so this is called Bayside Center Mall, and out here they gave it a nickname called Con. I think Con might be the name of a building. It's a counter for a building, so it's like a sheet, paper. We call them sheets and stuff. So I guess it must just be two buildings, or the mall is composed into two buildings, or something like that. I don't know. I never asked. I'm just taking a guess. Here is, because I'm not going inside the mall. I'm just going to go to the bench here and show you guys the Pacific Ocean. Okay, this is the bridge take you from Wakayama. All the way down south of Wakayama Prefecture to all the way wherever you want to go, to Osaka and stuff like that. This is the mall. 7 people in the house. What's up? Thank you. So, it is the heat. So anyway, I went up there and I got it, and I came back, and he was mad. He didn't want me putting it on. I'm like, nah, forget that, man. I'm putting this on. So I put it on, and the next thing you know, it was a electronics guy up in the cockpit, doing this electricity, and checking some electrical, whatever it was. I don't know what was wrong with the dude's plane. And I'm telling you, it was like literally like within minutes, like maybe 3, 2, 3, not 5 minutes for sure. It definitely wasn't 5 minutes, but it was like literally minutes after I had put those struts on. He was cussing me out, because I was right, but he was just being lazy. So he had his head up in that actuator, in that aileron. I think it was the aileron at the bottom. Man, he had his head up in there, and the next thing you heard is boom. That shit was loud, because it's metal hitting on metal. That dude's head up to his shoulders was in there. Man, he jumped out of there, and I was like, holy shit, I can't believe that shit happened. And he ran up. Oh, wow, it's a rock climbing thing up here. Oh, that's cool. That is so, wait, you guys can't see it, huh? Oh, that is so cool. Wow, I never noticed that was here. Oh, wow, that's cool. I wish I could come up here one day. Check that out when they're actually having an event. But it just went boom. And I was like, holy shit. Man, he jumped from up under there, ran up to the cockpit, cussed that dude out, because they all know, and they've all been told, is when you, if there's a crew chief on the plane, do not cut off the electric, because when you cut off the electric, the actuators automatically shut. So that's probably why they're always. That's why they're always. Oh man, that's so cool, huh? You see that bridge? I guess. Oh, that's so cool. It's been a while since I've been here checking that out. But anyway, it just closed. Boom! He ran up there, cussed that dude out, and then he came back, and he was like, you could tell he was scared. He said, "Thank you, Ralph. Thank you, Ralph. I would have been killed." I mean, at the very least, he would have got his neck broken. Probably been paralyzed. Because I'm not sure how much it would have smashed his chest area, but definitely his head would have got messed up because there wasn't that much space, and you only need a few pounds of pressure, and I know it was enough to crush his skull. And I was like, wow. He was like, "Please don't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone." But yet he writes me up for a little minor. I mean, some minor stuff that you don't even write people up for, and I'm like, oh my god. But that was so crazy. It was so crazy. But yeah, I should have titled this my military stories because I have a lot. I remember one. I think this is probably my second favorite story. Yeah, this is no, that's my first. Yeah, maybe my number one story that I could think of. So anyway, I'm in the tour room, and they made me. I was a crew chief, but hey man, I gotta head to sleep. Okay, cool. Really early stream, huh? Yeah, it's 9:30 here, so yeah. And if I do it at night, there's really not much to see. So I just do the stream just to I figure some people might not be working and they can catch it later. So anyway, you sleep well. Whoa. And so I was a crew chief, but we had our what was those called? Those maintenance books, tech books. I bet you use to fix problems and stuff on the planes. You follow those directions. And for the F4s, they were like, "Thank you. I will leave the stream open." Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. And he what did he do? He oh, so nobody didn't want to do the text because you had to go through every book, page by page, count the books, make sure it's updated, order the pages when they come, put them in a book, the correct book, and you gotta leave all these notes and stuff. And of course, nobody didn't want to do it, and so I was the one. Thanks for the thumbs up. I was the one selected to do it, and so I'm like, okay, it's cool. So I'm in there doing it and stuff, and I was not happy because I wanted to be on the flight line, but they had to pick someone, so that someone was me. And so, I did a good job. Actually, I finished updating everything real quick. The tech guys only gave me like a couple of months or a few months to fix it before they come in and start, checking the pages and stuff and making sure they're clean and updated. Otherwise, I get written up. And I'm like, yo, it's not my job. It's the job of other people and stuff. Why should I be, you guys making me do this? You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think I even got trained to do that. I went to a tech school. Maybe I did or something like that. A little short training or something. I don't know how I got trained. Oh, wow. You guys see that? Oh, that is like really. Oh, no. I can't. I want to say it is. But you see this building, that white building right there? That I'm thinking that's a boat. But if it's not, it definitely looks like that hotel that's in Kobe. It can't be that close, though. Maybe it's a boat. But anyway, so they made me do it. So we had this senior master sergeant, and this dude was like, I don't know what he did to get that position because him working in the tour room was not, the supervisor of the tour room, whatever was, it was not what his job is, unless he was getting ready to retire, because sometimes they do that. And so it was these toolboxes, and he wanted us to move them. And I guess I skin on this side. He wanted us to move the toolboxes. I mean the toolbox or the case that the toolbox were in, but they were like really um, heavy, so you couldn't pick it up and you couldn't drag it, or so they didn't think you could drag it. You couldn't move it, so we would have to take the toolboxes out. But if you take the toolboxes out of the cabinet, then you have to inspect them and oil them and stuff like that. And everyone was saying like, well, why can't we just take them down, out, put them back, and just put them back? No one's opening. He said, nope, that's the rule. If you take it out, even for a second, you made a mistake. Damn, miss start of the stream. Oh, it's okay. Uh, Jordan, it's okay. I wasn't really talking about too much. Well, to me, it's not much, but anyway. Uh, so he said, I don't care. But what actually the problem was thank you for the thumbs up. There was nothing to do, actually. There was like absolutely nothing to do. I had already finished my work, so I was always free, and I'm helping them guys do something with if there was something to do. And so he said, no, just do it. And cleaning those toolboxes, it takes like 2 hours sometimes, depending on what it was. There wasn't a whole bunch of us, and they just didn't want to do it. Now, all of them were like staff sergeants and above. And so he left. He said, when I come back, they better be done. So it was like 6 hours before he returned. And so they're in there debating about how they're going to move it because they were like too lazy to, clean clean those toolboxes because it's like two each. So we've been like at least everybody doing 4 hours worth of work at least. And so I told them I know how to move the cabinet without. I told them I know how to move the cabinet without taking the toolboxes out. And they were like, no, because it was like two shelves and stuff, and there was a bunch of them too, all kinds of stuff. So I was like, and the toolbox is like it had enough tools for the necessary tools to inspect, take apart, and all this stuff. F4 fighter, and so they were like pissed, and so I said, hey, I know, and they're like, listen, it's okay, we don't need your advice. And then 30 minutes later, I asked again. They said we don't need your advice. Another 30 minutes, and I'm saying, hey, can I, just at least tell you, get the fuck out of here, blah blah blah. And at that time, we were all yoked, and thank God I was yoked, because if I wasn't yoked, they probably would physically assaulted me and stuff, because guys that are not yoked, and you know what it is, you're not yoked, and guys yoke come up and on a skinny person, they want to, flex their muscles and stuff, and you will be the selected punching bag and stuff. So the guy came back like 5 to 6 hours later. It wasn't moved at all. I must have asked about 20 times, can I tell them? They were like, no, and they got to the point where one of them, and there was one brother too. He was on, because he was on the white guy's side, and I won't say that was not the correct phrase to use, sentence to use. He was not on my side, and he just went with the flow, I guess. But y'all know what I'm trying to say. And so, what's up, new player, new person in the house. And so what happened was, the chief master sergeant what was that? The senior master sergeant came back. Nothing was done. Hey, new viewer in the house, and thumbs up. Thank you for the thumbs up. Nothing was done. This dude got pissed. He was like, he didn't cuss at us. He was like, I thought I told you guys to do this. No one's going home until this cabinet is moved. And they were like, but, it's going to be so much work. He said, you're in the military. It doesn't matter. You're not going home until you finish this, right? And so I raised my hand. I said, sir, I know how to move it. Man, all of them guys just in like one pure, smooth orchestra note or playing or whatever, just at the same time said, God damn it, Duncans. Some said, I'm going to write you up. You've been getting on the nerves all day. And the senior master sergeant's like, what's going on? What's going on? And they said, yeah, we were thinking about how to move this. And I was only an airman. I only had like 2, maybe I had 3 stars at the time. And they said, and Airman Duncans, he's harassing us, talking about he knows how to do it. And we're staff sergeants, and if we can't think of a way, why does he think he can think of a way to move it? And the senior master sergeant, he was like really one of those type of people that you listen to your people above your rank, or your supervisors or whatever, higher ranking people, you have to respect them or something like that. And so he says, that's true. I said, yeah. He said, well, I'm going to give you one chance to do this, and if you don't, I'm going to give you a letter reprimand. And it was like funny because all the um, higher tier NCOs, what was it, E6 and above, they always, not E6 tech sergeant, E7 and above, they were always threatening me with a letter of counseling and all of this stuff. Thanks for the thumbs up. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I was like, really not happy. And he said, all right, go ahead and show me. You only get one chance. So what I did was, it was just physics. I never took physics class or anything, but it was like common sense. So like, okay, which way do you want to move it? He said he wanted to move it, standing facing towards the cabinet, as if you were ordering something, not behind it where you can take it. He wanted us to move it to the left about 3 feet. Not 3 feet, that would have been too much. Yeah, about 3 feet, about 36 inches. We're even thinking to ourselves, like, why do you want to move it 3 feet? Because there's no reason to do that. But, like I said, he just wanted us to get some, do some work because he didn't want us hanging around doing nothing, And so I said, well, 3 people get on this side where you got to put it in the direction you want to push. The other 2 get on this side, and just push. And I told the 2 guys who were pushing, when you feel that resistance, don't resist. Just let it flow. And they all started laughing or kind of adding that in. But, they were mumbling and stuff. Oh, that's stupid, blah, blah, blah. Man, them guys push. That motherfucking thing moved like 3 feet and stuff so damn fast. It was like, just like I am not lying. It was like 1, 2, 3. And when they threw it, they just went just like that. You see how I'm moving? It just went boom. Just like this is it. It just went like, no joke. In less than, it was like a half a millisecond. You know what I'm saying? And those dudes were shocked. I ain't gonna lie, I was shocked because I wasn't expecting it to move so simply and so smoothly and so fast. And man, the senior master sergeant, he looked at me and said, "Thunkins, go home." But the next day, man, the dudes, I came to work, man, they were so pissed. They didn't say anything. I knew they were pissed. Of course, I didn't say anything to them, but I was happy because I think I got off like 3 or 4 hours early or something like that. I think we had an 8-hour shift, sometimes 10-hour shift. I don't know, but I got off early and stuff, so that was like really cool. I'm wait, hold on, let me check something. So I got to get out of here real. Take the time. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. I had to check the time. I got to go, but basically what happened was yeah, I got a lot of those stories. But yeah, that was a trip, man. The dudes did not talk to me for a long time. And the chief master sergeant, I guess I became his friend, because when we had exercises and stuff to do, he always had me driving for him and doing all this stuff for him and stuff, and all these guys had to get out there and, do all that work. I didn't have to do anything. So that was really cool, though. But anyway, I'm going to have to go. I'll talk until I get to my car. Have to go. I guess I head back. Yeah, it's really, really interesting, my military life. And, and I do kind of, sometimes I don't know if I think I made a mistake by letting them kick me out. Peace. Okay. Thank you. I got to, when I get to my car. But, I got out. And I could have stayed in. But there were like so many things that I had to consider. Because the guys that, when they lied on me, their lies put a lot of them and a lot of other airmen, it messed up their careers because they had, I don't know, it's just, like I said, I think I made many videos on that. If you guys didn't hear it or want me to make a live video, let me know. But yeah, man, their lies, man, just messed up everything. And, to make this story short, I could have stayed in, because they officially told me that the guys lied. I could have went and got a lawyer, got all my paperwork and everything, discharge papers and everything, canceled. I got my rank back, and then, but, all those guys and other people who messed up with their lives and stuff. I mean, not lives and stuff, but who lied on me and stuff, a lot of those guys, a lot of them and other people, they got fucked up. So, because actually I was trying to switch careers because I took the ASVAB tech again, and I think I got like 85% on everything, a 90s and something. So I could have took any position was available for me. But I thought, man, if I go and go back in and get my rank back, it's going to be really difficult to try to convince people that I didn't think on anybody. But of course I didn't. Those who knew the real details, because the things that they got in trouble for, I had no ideas about those. Plus, you lying and stuff, and it was crazy. So, and then I thought, well, if I stay and if I go to another base, I might not meet the people at that other base. They might be more intelligent intellectually, with the mind games, than the guys who I had to deal with. Wow, I didn't even lock my car. I always do that. And you see this? I gotta wash my car. That is bird poop, if you guys can see it. But from a distance, it looked like a person. It's weird. But so I just said, forget it. Let me go on and get out, because I didn't lose it. Of course, on my record, got minor disciplinary. I don't have an honor. I do have honorable and a general under honorable conditions. And then she also said I couldn't rejoin the military, the Air Force anyway. And then I don't get any help for college. Not like I need it. But, other than that, but I thought, what, they'll give me a get out of jail free card. And that's what I told her. She said, we can't stop anything. But of course I know I could have went to the lawyer's office. But I told her that it's okay, you guys give me a get out of jail free card, because there's no telling what's going to happen, because those guys actually brought a noose to work, some guys, and plus, like I said, I didn't know anything what a noose was at that time, what it was all about. But I do know that it was a threat, and I'm thinking, like, why you guys threaten me with a rope? And I told them, I see you coming, I'm shooting you. You know what I'm saying? So so I never could. Even now, the noose is a symbolism, but in these days, there's things that you can do. It's not like the old days and stuff. But anyway, so I just thought I should get out. But even though my life did turn out well, sometimes I think about a lot of the choices that I turned down, and think about, I wonder what I would be doing. So maybe I should make some what are those things called? Some playlists about those and stuff. But anyway, I gotta go. Head on back. All right, it was good talking to y'all. You guys have fun. Take care. Peace.